Hey guys, welcome back to Ryan Makes Sense, where we talk about personal finance, investing, and chart analysis. This is actually video number 2 of a 4-part series on how you can become a millionaire. And it's not about the whole 7-figure millionaire status. It's more so of getting to 7 figures and then determining if you want to then diversify to then put that into a dividend account to get paid on a monthly or quarterly basis. So, stay tuned. We're going to look at Tesla stock. The first video we looked at Microsoft. We looked at retirement accounts to see what it would look like if we contributed the max to IRAs under 50 and over 50, because those are different rates or limits that you can contribute. And then we also looked at a brokerage account, looking at what if you did $2,000 a year for so on, and then also $25,000 a year. We also looked at $15,000 a year, 10,000 and 5,000. So whatever floats your boat and gets you going, we're going to take a look and do the same thing we did with Microsoft. We're going to look at the annual return. We're going to look at the average 10-year return and return to inception or since inception. Sorry, I'm talking fast. I just had a ton of coffee. So I'll take it slow. Let's go and jump right in. All right, you guys, we are on finviz.com. This is one of the world's most powerful sites, in my opinion. I highly recommend that you get used to this site, get comfortable, look around, become familiar. It will honestly change your life. And honestly, I keep saying honestly, but anyway, check it out. That's all I can say. I'm going to be an advocate for it for sure. We are here because we're going to look at Tesla today. We want to grab a key data point. We want to see if they produce a dividend. I do not think they do, but we just want to be on the safe side so we can capture this correctly. Dividend yield right here, they do not. So we're going to go to our investment model spreadsheet. I will have this down below as well. So they do not produce a dividend. And we're going to go to Tesla's average annual return, which is right here. And I already typed it in. You guys can see. So a 42.22% annual average return. That's for the last 10 years. We want to look now for Inception. So I'm on this website, macrotrends.net. And you want to go to the prices selection over here, and then it will show you the annual return right here. So I'm going to grab this table. And we're going to go back to our spreadsheet. And looking at the annual change, the average is 93%. That's crazy. So it's saying in 2020, it went from $28 to $235. Let's check that. Let's go to the monthly chart and let me shrink my head. Shrunken head. Okay, so 2020, yep, right here. It opened at $28.30, and is that what the thing says? It says $28.68, so that's pretty close. And then end of 2021 is going to be right here. Close is 235.22. Yep, 235.22. Crazy. So on average, it's at 99%, 93%. So I'm just going to put 93%. So we're going to go with the more conservative number of 42%. That's over the last 10 years. Isn't that amazing? So just like Microsoft, if the stock is between 27% and 31% in a year, that's insane. But to go from 42% to 93% in a year, that's also freaking insane. So now that we have this information, we're going to look at the IRA model for people who are over 50 with an annual share growth of 42%. Yep, we're just going to go 42%. So the max you can do in an IRA at 50 is 7,500, because that's when you can do the catch-up clause, where basically if you haven't saved for retirement, now you want to catch up. So year one, you start with 7,500, and next year you continue to put 7,500 each year. So you can see if you do that without any growth, this is what it looks like. So dividend growth is going to stay 0, but the annual share growth is going to go from 0% to 42%. So now we can see, you guys can see my screen. If we started investing at 50 and we want to get to the 1 million to the 3 million, and we want to get to that level, and I'll show you why. So to get to the 1 million to 3 million level, it'll be age 64. So if you start at 50, that's not bad. If you go and Tesla continues to perform the way it does, if you wait until the actual retirement age, you can get to 9.8 million. That's insane. So why is that relevant? So let's just take the low number, 1,182,000, and we're going to go to our diversification at 7 figures. Over 50, so 1,182,000 here. So that's important because at that point, you could make the determination, okay, I'm 64. I have a $1 million portfolio. Do I want to now put that into a stock that will pay me every quarter, every month? So I have an example here. So if you put all of that money into Starbucks, you would only get $25,000 a year, $2,000 a month. But if you put it into a stock like JEPI, that produces 11.1% a month. I'm sorry, 11.1% a year. On $1 million, you'll get $131,000 a year, $10,934 a month. That's amazing, right? Now you can make the determination, hey, I'm going to make $10,000 a month. Do I need to work? I'm 64. That's up to you. And if you waited until you're 67, that's 9.822 million. Let's just change this. 9822. Not 98 million. Whoops. Sorry, my computer's just going crazy. Here we go. All right, so if you wait an extra year, an extra 3 years, that same money, you could be making $90,000 a month. Isn't that insane? So, again, if you're over 50 and you are concerned that you have not started investing, this is should be an eye-opener for you. So now let's look at people who are under 50. This is more so people who are 18 or maybe 33. I'm 33. I think that's like a good middle zone for people because I'm not specifically looking at younger people and I'm not specifically looking at people who are 45 to 49. So the IRA model is going to be a little bit different because I can only add $6,500 a year. And so I'm going to update the numbers here. Tesla pays a 0% dividend, and the annual share growth we're going to say is 42%. Again, this is based off of 10 years, and if Tesla stock continues to perform this way. So I'm 33, and for me to get to the to get to the $1 to $3 million range, I'm looking at ages 44 to 48. Sorry for the brightness. So that's about a 11 to 15 year time span. So when I'm 44, I could just say, hey, I'm ready to retire. Or if I'm 48, or if this is in my IRA, truly, I cannot start taking disbursements until I'm 59, which would be 200 million. That's insane. Is that realistic? I don't know. Tesla, we're gonna find out. So 200 million, I can't even fathom. So that is 26 years from now. That would make Tesla, so 26 years, they've been in business for 12, so they'd be at year 38. That's insane. That's like Microsoft. Microsoft's been around for 37 years. Oh my God, that's so crazy. Okay, I can't even fathom. Okay, so we're just gonna put, since this is in my IRA, I don't even want to do that math. That's crazy. That's crazy. Because yeah, under 50, and we're gonna put 200 million because we can't take disbursements until 59. So let's go back to the IRA model one, over or under 50. Under 50, yeah. So you could start taking if you're over 50 and you start investing at age 59, you could start taking disbursements, but you would be doing yourself a very big disservice. But that's the power of compounding. So this is just crazy, right? Like you do the math, like I highly encourage you to go to another stock calculator website, do the same math. Look at Tesla, look at their annual average return over 10 years. Holy cow. Okay. I will stop being shocked, I guess. So if you're 33 and you put your money in Tesla, you put in $6,500 a year, and Tesla performs at 42% a year, you could be very well off. And when I mean that, I mean a $200 million portfolio, if you have it in an 11% stock, you could be making $1 million a month. Wow. That's all I can say is wow. So huge, 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 huge. Um, I'm shocked. This is just hitting me right now. Okay. So now we've looked at retirement accounts. Let's look at brokerage accounts. Let's look at people who can only do $2,000 to start. And we'll look at people who are more aggressive. Maybe people are like 60 years old and they're like, shit. Oh, I didn't mean to cuss. Maybe they're like, I need to put in $25,000 to start, $25,000 every year going forward. So we're going to go to our brokerage model. You guys can see my screen. Awesome. We're at 25,000, so we'll keep it here to start. And 0% dividend, 42% growth. All right, so I'll just keep the age how it is, but we'll figure it out. So to get to the $1 to $3 million range, it's going to take 8 to 11 years. So if you're 60, or looking at 68 to 71, or if you're 50, 58 to 61, or if you're 40, you're looking at 48 to 51, etc. So today, because I'm 33 and I just put 25,000 in today, and then I put 25,000 in every year going forward, I could be looking at a really cushy, lifestyle after 41. So if I'm 41, I'm gonna take the 1.3 number here, 1337, changes to 25K. So this is 1337 million. So yeah, if I get to 41, I'm like, hey, I just want to chill. I can make $12,000 a year in income. I'm sorry, $12,000 a month. $12,000 a month. That's very cushy. If you don't have a lot of debts, you don't have a lot of mortgages, loans, etc. That's amazing. And if I wanted to wait or if you wanted to wait instead of waiting 8 to 11 years, maybe you want to wait 15 years. That'd put you at 48 right here. You're like, you know what? I'm starting a 15-year plan today. You could be at 16.207 million. So let's go back here. 16.270. Shoot. 207. So, I mean, you could be getting $150,000 a month. And that's just freaking nuts. So, and I'm getting that right here. So if you have $16 million and you put it into JEPI right here, again, was it 16,207? Yeah, it was 16,207. You're going to get every year, you're going to get 1.8 million basically, but on a 12-month basis, that's $149,000 a month. A month. So, yeah. Let's go down to 10,000. What does $10,000 look like today? So we're going to start out with $10,000 and we're going to put $10,000 in every year. So now to get to the 1.3 range, instead of looking at 8 to 11 years, we're now looking at, let's change colors here. We're now looking at 10 to 13 years. If we're starting out with $10,000 today and then $10,000 every year going forward, you're looking at 10 to 13 years. That's not bad, considering if you want to just live your life. you know? I mean, not to say people aren't, but like if you have a job, you want to travel every year, you like to go out and eat a lot, like $10,000 to someone who's making 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100K a year, that's not too bad to do. That's like less than $1,000 a month. So very, very doable. Now let's go down to the very low end. Let's look at, I guess we'll look at 5,000 and then 2,000. So again, it's all about the journey. You want to have fun and then have something to fall back on that you've just kind of been putting money to every month or every year. So if we start out with 5,000, we're now looking at, let's change colors here. 45, so 12, no. Yeah, 12 to 15 years to then get to, 1 to 3 million. And at 11% yield, that is, over 100K a month in income, which is amazing. Just by putting $5,000 in today and then $5,000 in every year. $5,000 divided by 12 months, that's $416 a month. So each paycheck, you get 2 paychecks a month. Put $210 away every month or every paycheck. That's crazy. That's the power of compounding. And then let's just look at $2,000. So if we're starting out with $2,000 today and $2,000 every year going forward, we are now looking at about 15 to 19 years. Not bad. 15 to 19 years. I mean, $2,000 ain't a thing, right? Like $2,000 divided by 12. That's $166 a month. That's $84 a paycheck. So you decide how you want to live your future life, but yeah, that's pretty amazing. And let's go back to that $10,000 number because I think that's highly attainable for a lot of people. So $10,000, that puts us in this range right here. That's 10 to 13 years. What is it? What do you have to make every year or every hour? Like what hourly wage do you have to make? So $10,000 divided by 52 weeks in a year, sorry, divided by 40 hours a week. You have to make $4.80 an hour to make $10,000 a year. So let's just check that. So $4.80, and you make that every hour for 40 hours a week times 52 weeks a year. That's 9,984. Boom. And I just want to show you guys minimum wage states that pay you $10 to $16 an hour. So Washington is $15.74 an hour. California is 15.5 an hour. DC is $16 an hour. That's kind of crazy. Florida is $11 an hour. So Missouri is $12 an hour. So it's attainable, you guys. If you're making $12 an hour times 40 hours a week times 52 weeks a year, it's $24,000 a year minus the 10,000 that you're going to put in. That leaves you with 14,960. And I know you have rent, mortgage, grocery, internet, utilities, water, maybe childcare, healthcare, etc. So this is just a high-level plan. I highly, highly encourage you to talk to a financial advisor, CPA, because they're smart. I'm not. But I just want to show you, you can become a millionaire. It'll take some time, but put that money away. You got this. If you made it this far, please consider subscribing, hitting the like button. I've got a couple more videos for you guys in this series. I want you to check it out. Especially check out the Millionaire Challenge one because I'm gonna do the challenge. So with that, I hope you guys are doing well. Have a great day or night. I'll talk to you later.